On February 15th, before the county conventions here in Michigan, there were some resolutions that were circulated among Christina Karamo's supporters, and in particular among the county chairs and the county executive committees that were supportive of Karamo. And these resolutions passed in one county, in Allegan County, and with the which is a county that's overwhelmingly Karamo supporters, including Ken Byer and Curtis Clark, a candidate for the state legislature. Now, they spearheaded this move to pass these resolutions, and they did pass, and I'm going to just read them to you. The first says that the delegates of the County Republican Party hereby commission the executive committee or designated subcommittee to investigate any party candidate or representative, elected or otherwise, who demonstrates flagrant and pervasive disregard for the tenets of the United States Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Republican Party platform. So they want to create a subcommittee, an investigative and disciplinary subcommittee, to investigate people for the disregard, in their view, is anyone who disregards the tenets of the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Republican Party platform, which of course could change at any time. The second part of this resolution is, if found guilty by a 2/3 vote of the executive committee of flagrant and pervasive disregard for these principles, the delegates of the County Republican Party commission the executive committee to present reports of malfeasance to the public regarding any candidate or elected representative, or to reject and demand removal and replacement. So thou must agree with what they believe are the tenets of the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Republican Party platform. And if you disregard or you believe you have the wrong groupthink, then you will be removed. Now, the next resolution says, therefore be it resolved, the delegates of the county endorse a yes vote at the March State Convention to affirm the change in primary elections for the Republican Party of Michigan to delegate caucuses to be held prior to the August public primary vote in Michigan for county, state, and federal level positions. So they want to steal the right of the public and of Republican voters to decide who's going to represent the Republican Party in the general election on the ballot. They want to no longer have primary elections at all, except for the delegates and maybe townships. Otherwise, it's all going to be the delegates only that determine how candidates are selected. Then the next part of this, it says that they endorse a yes vote at the March 2nd convention to affirm the motion to hold candidates, elected officials, and election workers accountable to the U.S. Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Republican Party platform. So now they're saying that they want to do this on a state level. They want to pass these things. So first of all, it's not even legal. This has nothing to do with what the purpose of the March 2nd caucus is legally declared to be, which is to decide who's going to represent the Republican Party for president, as this is a presidential primary, and also to decide who's going to represent the Michigan Republican Party as state committee man and woman to the RNC. So it's really just to determine delegates to the national convention. But they want to make this about changing the bylaws and restructuring the Republican Party in two ways. One is so that only the delegates have the right to decide who's going to represent the Republican Party. And two, to establish this ministry of truth that the elites within the party will have control over, that will have the power to remove anyone for having the wrong thoughts. This is what they want. If you don't agree with them in every way or in the right ways, or if you rub them afoul and they decide to remove you, they will. They've already demonstrated that they will. This isn't just relying on this document. This document isn't just like a lone wolf. This is something that has been a consistent effort on their part. On January 13th, at an illegitimate state committee meeting that was canceled by then interim chair Melinda Pago, they removed 6 executive committee members for working to remove Karamo, according to the bylaws. This is something that's been done in multiple counties and districts where they have removed state committee members and even, county executive committee members, just for not believing the right things, for disagreeing with Karamo, or even asking the wrong questions. Now, on this caucus issue, this is openly a part of their plan. Christina Karamo herself, at her Q&As recently in the last 2 weeks, has been affirming that this is her intention. She has said publicly that this is her intention, is to do this closed caucus thing. And they say that it's because the delegates are better informed than the voters about the issues. But really what they mean by that is that they have more control over the delegates than they have over the voters. If you think this is a good idea, by all means, support Christina Karamo. It is my opinion, and probably the opinion of most Republicans, that these are not Republican ideals that she is espousing. This is based entirely on their own words and their own actions. You need to judge someone by what they do, not just by the nice things that they say. What she says and does, and what she says her goals are just not at all aligned with the Republican Party. This closed caucus plan was also supported by Ralph Rebound,
where she wants to change fundamentally our entire primary system into a closed caucus. I thought you had said that you were in favor of that then?
Yes, I am in favor of that.
Absolutely. I am totally against the closed caucus for precinct delegates determining ballot placement for general election.
Rob Steele and Hema Kalangareddy are the only two candidates for RNC committeeman and committeewoman who have publicly come out in opposition to this closed caucus scheme. I encourage you to consider these things and many others as you decide where you're going to attend state caucus if you're a delegate. And if you're not a delegate, I urge you to contact your delegate and encourage them to reject Christina Karamo. The things that she is plotting and doing and her methods are not aligned with the Republican Party. And unfortunately, the Republican Party cannot move forward in a sane and productive manner and focus on winning elections in 2024 as long as she and the people around her are involved in the party.